Couple of free throws there. It's 39-21 Pistons. About 2 minutes into the second, Duncan Robinson gets to his favorite spot and sticks it. Duncan Robinson. Tyler Hero turns the corner, comes all the way through the paint. Back to Duncan Robinson for the wing three, and that one's through.
Yeah, he's able to step into it like that with nobody there.
For these two teams, though the Pacers have starters Siakam and Turner in along with Shepherd.
Great challenge. Listen, sometimes our defense.
Robinson misses, long rebound, Adebayo.
That's one of the problems the Pacers have had playing against anybody is those long rebounds, Chris.
Break opportunity here for Miami. Jaquez up the floor. Bucks get back defensively. Adebayo thought about it. Robinson, no hesitation. Got a three! 32.4. They're the highest scoring duo in the NBA. Robinson lines it up. Bingo. A three.
15-point first half for Scotty Barnes. 6-point lead for Toronto. Just under 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. Duncan, kaboom. That man has permission to fire when ready.
Miami has been able to take 11 more field goal attempts as a result.
Wide open look. Kaboom. Duncan Robinson. Rozier for Duncan. Here it comes. Kaboom. A rainbow that finds a pot of gold. Bam, out of the corner. Missing the three. Carter saves it in, but right to Highsmith. Duncan from downtown. Kaboom.
Yeah, he's just blowing up right now to start this season. He is playing at a really high level.
Duncan for three. Kaboom.
Especially when you're able to be able to talk to others in sound bites of 15 to 20 seconds and kind of show them how you see the game of basketball, to help them see it that way as well.
In his 10th season.
Got a dozen points for the Knicks as Duncan fires a three. Bounces in. Duncan for three. Yes. Really good defense by both clubs here in the first half so far. Jimmy. Got the brush screen from Bryant. That's Duncan. Kaboom! McLaughlin, originally from Pasadena, California. Spent 5 years with Minnesota. His first year with the Cavs. Duncan. Kaboom!
Butler finds Robinson behind the stripe with a little ball fake. Allen closing the shooting spot off. It doesn't matter. Robinson.
Got to just keep it up because they'll wear down as well.
Butler on the drive. And a season high 27 in their loss Monday. As Robinson fades into the corner and hits. And Book thought about finding Beal, but that lane closed up quickly. Robinson going to pull up three in transition.
Here in the first quarter, he is on triple-double watch. Got 134 career. Now Robinson takes a long three and bangs it home. So 40 to 34. Hero's going to pull. No, snap it. Robinson for three. That's good. And timeout taken.
This shooter's not doing it on either end right now. Well, and Thomas Bryant helping out down low on Watson gave Joker a few inches.
Robinson is open and he knocks it in. And so that'll be interesting to see. The Nuggets, Pelicans did well in the top of last year. Now Robinson straight away. Adebayo, how did he catch that? Never saw it coming. Shot clock running down. Robinson again.
And they don't guard Robinson coming off the screen.
They just haven't dropped this far. Can they get some stops? Robinson.
Well, and one of the things, and the reason why Minnesota has been good this year offensively is because they've shot the ball so well from outside. The defender does not commit to Mike, and he's able to lay it up because of the greatness of Rudy Gobert.
Robinson around the Adebayo screen. Swish. Nice job. This is another guy that got away from the Pacers. Duncan Robinson. Because he can shoot it. He knocks down shots.
And Richardson the steal. Robinson for three at the scorer's table. Next dead ball.
Hero, stop and
Nice
go.
job.
Robinson. He's hit 3 of those, Quinn. He's got 11. Hero, Robinson, Richardson, Jovic, and Adebayo.
I mean, TJ got popped on a pick by Adebayo.
Robinson comes off that screen, and we're tied.
Got Embiid on.
I like that matchup.
Cross court, Robinson's open. Kaboom. The net barely moved. Caleb Martin. That jackknife delivery comes down to Hero. Still tough. Duncan, let it fly. Shooters keep shooting.
Did it Sunday in OKC, Friday in Denver. They do it tonight here. Duncan Robinson, a three-point launch and good.
3 straight games with 7 players in double figures. Their talent pool is deep. Duncan from deep.
So dominated lately by Brandon Miller and LaMelo Ball. He's going to step up tonight. Duncan Robinson makes a couple of free throws and now hits a 3-ball.
That's a screen off the ball.
Big number for him. Nice outlet pass by Adebayo. That was a really fun outlet pass.
Yeah, I mean, he bounced it right.
That is a career-high 27 consecutive games that Brandon Miller has at least 1 3-pointer. Robinson, woo, pretty. That thing touched the rafters. That's long gone now. Hero finds Robinson. Duncan Robinson, lethal.
And Bam with a one-handed rebound, his 7th of the game. He with a 10-point lead. We're just underway here in the 3rd quarter, and it's Duncan time. Kaboom!
This is a guy who is a 6-time All-Star, who has done almost everything you don't want to do in an NBA game. And Duncan Robinson is lights out right now.
Eastern Conference championships and 2 NBA titles in only 2 losing seasons. Consistency, continuity, all that and more. And there's a 3 by Duncan Robinson. Hero on the attack. Now backs it out. Gets by. Pirtle, drive, kick, open 3. Good. That's how they do it, right?
That, by the way, was a defensive 3-second violation. Butler missed the technical free throw. So Miami with an 11-6 lead. Duncan gets a good look. Knocks it down. Duncan Robinson.
Get to see some of these top talent players like a Devin Booker and a Bradley Beal. Always fun to pit the heat against them.
Duncan from the wing. Kaboom. Duncan. Yes. Second triple of the quarter for Duncan Robinson and a timeout to the Suns. Under a minute left, 1st quarter. Duncan open for 3. Kaboom. Duncan Robinson has tripled 3 times here in the 1st quarter.
And Smith with the rebound. Adebayo trailing. Kicks it to Robinson.
If the objective was to keep Beal and Booker in check, it's being accomplished so far. Duncan drills a 3. His 5th triple of the game. He's got 19.
Cavaliers to that 2019 champion.
Cavaliers right now are in a 2-3 zone defense. There's an interesting tale to tell about that. Duncan, a corner 3. A corner kaboom for Robinson.
Left-hand touch.
Oh, nice split of the defense by Smith. Gets it right back. Gets it to Duncan. Kaboom.
With a hand in his face, he's dynamic when he puts it on the deck going to the rim.
Hero makes a tough catch. Finds a wide open Duncan Robinson. Another great decision by Tyler Hero.
High percentage shots because those are the ones he gets regularly.
Trails only Daniel Gafford of the Mavericks in field goal percentage. Here's Duncan Robinson having one of those special games. Duncan gets a Bam screen. Oh, that's beautiful. Screen assist if you want to know what one is. 11 minutes to go. The Heat trailing by 11. Duncan. Yes. Duncan Robinson. It's his 2nd triple tonight. Took it right away from A.J. Mitchell. Terry Rozier attacking Hartenstein. Duncan.
not played a lot for them this year, but showed a lot of positivity in the preseason. That's a 3 for Duncan Robinson. Goes tumbling, and it's 5-on-4. Anthony just now getting up. Terry Rozier. Duncan Robinson, 4-3.
For the Nets this year at 19 points per game. He's a 42% shooter from the three. That guy can do it too. Duncan Robinson. 63rd triple of his 7th season. Nikola Jovic in the ball game alongside Bam Adebayo up front. Bam pump faking twice. Now out to Duncan for the three. Kaboom. Drew Smith. Right now he's on. Nice find for Duncan. Got the looking through. Kaboom. Dribble handoff to Cam Johnson. This out of the corner by Clowney. Here comes Jovic. 6'10" with a speedy dribble. He finds Duncan. Kaboom! Duncan Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Hero surrounded and short on the three. Robinson has time to set up and knock it down. Duncan Robinson.
Capella tried to throw it away off a leg, could not. It's a turnover. Hero jumps it. Robinson, he won't miss this one. Hero whips the pass cross court to Highsmith inside Hawkins. Robinson, that's good. Early on, the Heat held a 7-point advantage. Robinson, he'll take the three. He doesn't need much room. And Rozier on the curl, didn't go to him. Hero, Robinson, sidestep three, good.
My goodness.
Tyler Hero, leading man on the offensive end here in his 6th NBA season. He'd have had the patience to watch him grow. Duncan knocks in the triple. 2 on the shot clock. Robinson gets it off. And in. A 5-point lead. They led by 17. That was early in the second quarter. Duncan Robinson trying to get free with 4 on the shot clock. Missing. Oh, he made the three. It spun around and dropped. Bam chases down the offensive rebound. Highsmith. Duncan. Kaboom. They're ahead by 17.
Remember, they had a double-digit lead in their loss to the Bucks on Tuesday. They were up 19, so this game is far from over, especially when that guy's heating it up.
To 48, 29-point lead. Duncan, kaboom. San Antonio's a lot better this year. Duncan got a three. Through 3 quarters here in Miami. They're down by 37 again. Duncan from a corner. Got it.
But I think there's going to be a growth period for the Kings as they experience a little bit more freedom, which is to say a lot. Yeah. They had a lot of freedom before.
Sure. Duncan Robinson with a green light to shoot it at any time. Sacramento. Duncan Robinson around the wear screen. Robinson with that high arcing three.
Duncan Robinson, that's what he does. Shoots threes. Trace got there, but just a little late. They took advantage of his drop coverage there. Yeah, the Heat, the Jimmy Butler story is kind of dominated in their last week and a half, and they've lost 3 in a row. They got blown out at home by Utah, and the Warriors are just giving them life. Duncan Robinson hits the three, and
officials let that go. There was contact. Duncan behind the screen. Kaboom. Oh, the net goes bottoms up on Duncan Robinson.
Hawkins had a triple-double last night against Sacramento. Duncan Robinson.
I watched him that whole possession. Andrew Wiggins was just trying to stay glued to him.
Duncan Robinson giving to the Swede. Out it comes to Alec Burks, longtime vet, former Buffalo. Swings into the corner. Robinson a three, ring it up. Giving to Adebayo, who averages nearly 5 assists a game. It's a solid screen on Denny Advia that time to spring Robinson. Book it, another triple.
For the Clippers after they led by 5 and then Miami took over the first quarter, but they have cooled, and you can give credit to the Clipper defense. Robinson, broadcaster's jinx, says
and 22 2 nights ago against Houston, and already 22 tonight. Duncan, line drive home run. He's number 9 all-time in NBA history in assists. You're talking about a sure Hall of Fame. Duncan for 3. Air ball by Wembanyama, and Khalil Ware had something to do with that. Duncan, there's an open three. Kaboom! 2.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. He with their first lead of the game. Duncan for 3. Kaboom! He with a 7-point lead. Their biggest lead of the game. Duncan. Kaboom! Duncan Robinson. 13 points. 3 triples. Devin Vassell striking for his second triple. He's got 15 points. Duncan. Kaboom! Zach Collins in for the Spurs. He's their number 3 center getting his first look. Robinson. Kaboom!
He made the coaching staff watch him, and now he is getting a chance to play real minutes.
They've been working on it behind the scenes for weeks. It's finally unveiled. Duncan Robinson knocks in his 96th triple of the season. Very skilled young man. Duncan, good closeout by FD. Duncan fires anyway. Kaboom! 2 threes in the quarter for Duncan Robinson. He averaged 14 points, 5 assists a game. Not bad, but not what was expected, but he's begun to start to fulfill his promise. Oh my, Duncan Robinson. He's keeping promises tonight.
Khalil Ware out of Oregon, then Indiana University, 15th pick in the draft. And a 25-point effort against San Antonio on Sunday when they beat them.
It is just so hard to overcome that kind of delta right there and giving up those kind of easy points.
Duncan Robinson. It's ahead for Jokic. Duncan tees it up. Knocks it down. 22 for Duncan.
2.5 to go in the first quarter.
Milwaukee goes zone here.
Duncan Robinson sidestep, got a blow by Trent. Pretty stroke from Duncan Robinson. From the 3-point arc, successful from 2-point range, but just 5 of 23 from beyond the arc. Robinson will try another, and this one goes.
His job is on the defensive end of the floor. Anything they get from him offensively is a bonus.
Duncan Robinson left wide open. Finally hits one.
You got to convert. You're getting steals, but you got to convert on the other end.
Adebayo got caught. Hero in the corner. Robinson left all alone, and the 3-ball is pure.
That's dangerous. You're leaving him all alone.
Taking that match, really extended their lead in the fourth quarter and ran away with it. Jordy Hernandez said he loved the fight from his team, but just felt like they ran out of gas. Didn't have a counterpunch as Duncan Robinson, nothing but money.
So blessed to have the opportunity to coach.
Well, there was one thing that you just mentioned that's big in modern basketball, small pick and roll. So the aspect of his game that he talked about during the jersey retirement.
Hero finds him. He finds Highsmith. Duncan for 3. Yes. It's been 24-12 Magic. With a 6:12 left in the game, the Heat need a little magic, and they get a 3-pointer. Team leading 6th charge drawn by Duncan Robinson this year. Miami down by 9. Duncan again. And again! Duncan Robinson. Tyler against Strus. Duncan out of the corner. Kaboom! 16-point Cleveland lead. Just under 9 minutes left here in the third quarter. Duncan wide open. Kaboom!
Looked like he took a little contact. He is playing at an extremely high level right now.
You know, Johnny's 8th in the league in 3-point percentage this year, Ty Jerome, as Duncan knocks one down.
Duncan Robinson, the leading 3-point shooter. Firing away.
Tough shot.
And he got it. Rozier has 19 in this game off the bench. Robinson can do a lot of that.
Center jump, Khalil Ware, the center for the Miami Heat, the rookie out of Indiana. And we know Duncan Robinson can do that, Bill.
Yeah, Duncan comes off the screen and then
selected to his first All-Star team, named as a reserve for the Eastern Conference. Bam Adebayo being defended by Giddey, giving up a lot of size there. And Duncan Robinson 2 for 2 from long range.
Kel'el Ware, the rookie from Indiana, continues to see his profile rise based on opportunity and playing well. Rainbow jumper, Robinson. That's why he's in the NBA. Watford getting ready to check back in. Jaquez spin, corner, spots Robinson, and he makes the open J. It's a three.
Also on the three-point shooting side, so it's a really good combination, and they've built their personnel around that, and they continue to execute that plan every night.
Duncan for three, got it. Duncan Robinson.
This is one of those nights it would almost be easier to tell you who's available than who's out. 8 players out, 9 available in this game. And Duncan Robinson. And the Mavericks retake the lead. 26 lead changes in the game tonight. Duncan Robinson flings the three and got it. 27 lead changes. Hero for three. It's no good, but it's an offensive rebound. Kyle Anderson, he's had a bunch of them tonight. Duncan Robinson, he hits it.
And Davion Mitchell, who is 10 and 12 as a starter with the Toronto Raptors, feeds Robinson in the corner, and the three is good.
And how about that dart?
Jamal Shed, like Davion Mitchell, excellent defender. That's a three. Duncan Robinson able to triple for the second time.
A 92% free throw shooter. And the Heat on a 9-1 run, make it 12-1 after that Duncan Robinson three.
Robinson got that three ball. That's his weapon.
9 of the last 10 games been on the road, but the schedule is tilted in Miami's favor as we open the second quarter of a 29-28 Heat lead. Duncan, a wing three. Kaboom!
Look, with the loss of Jalen Johnson, was on target to be maybe his improved player of the year. There's a Duncan three. What a change from the other night in terms of the shooting. It's been so much better.
Highsmith on the move. Robinson for three. Kaboom!
Agree with what you're saying, but I would argue that I think he's shouldering more of a load here because of the fact that they need him to by necessity.
All alone, Tyler Hero. Kick out to Duncan Robinson with the bounce. Money.
A big game for Miami tonight. Same for his backcourt partner, Davion Mitchell. Here's Duncan for three. Kaboom! 6th triple of the game for Duncan Robinson.
You can see Coach Spo standing up. Now he's going to talk to the bench. The defensive transition, you have to get back, even on a make. Watch how quickly the Pacers get it down the floor. Got to stay closer to Siakam right now. Don't give him any breathing room.
Kaboom for Duncan Robinson. And still has a golden arm, doesn't he? 5:35 left. Indiana ahead by 2. Pacers on an 18-4 run. Duncan for three. Yes. Big hit for Duncan Robinson. 10th assist, by the way, for Halliburton. Here's Duncan for three. Got it! Duncan Robinson. 2 fourth-quarter triples for him. He's got 18.
Always plays with a burst.
Duncan for three. Kaboom! If you're Duncan Robinson or just a fan of Duncan Robinson.
Great hesitation move by Mitchell to get all the way to the basket.
Well, a missed three by Brunson. Heat operating up 12. Duncan makes it 15. That sent Denny Avdia from the Wizards to the Trailblazers. The Wizards with a 1-point lead. Duncan Robinson hoists from three. Kaboom! Bam comes up with the offensive rebound. Here's Bam. Now finds Duncan for an open three. Kaboom!
Oh, great space in there.
The captain, Bam Adebayo. 12 points, 10 rebounds in 16 first-half minutes. He has finally done it.
Congratulations. As I got some time today, he's got 6. Robinson with some quick get back at the other end, Richard.
The Cavs 9 in the game. He did so against his former college coach and John Beeline. As Anderson at the elbow, back to Robinson, and you do not want this man to get hot.
Jerome has really found himself a home here in Cleveland, and what a great fit he's been for Kobe Altman, the general manager.
The team has shot it particularly well here this evening. Dean Wade currently guards Bam Adebayo. Robinson rubs off a screen. Oh, and he nails a three as Duncan Robinson.
I think he's much more dangerous doing that. He's been excellent beyond the arc, but he takes a lot of threes, and he'll miss those too.
Duncan Robinson, he doesn't miss many that an injured or ill player has. If you sit out, people don't like that. If you play and you don't play as well because you're not feeling good, people forget about that and just judge the performance. Duncan Robinson dropping that in. Number 49 this year. They need a jolt. They get a steal from Robinson. A three. Yes! I said they needed a jolt. They've gotten it. 2 lightning bolts. Whole basketball operation. Robinson triples. Robinson triples with 3 seconds left to cut it to 2.
Smith out of control. Jaquez out of the pack with it. Largest lead was 13 in that opening quarter for Miami. Looking for a bigger lead here with Robinson.
Yeah. Kobe White has not made a 3 tonight. He's 0 for 6. Duncan, kaboom. Need a 3. Easier said than done. Under 5 minutes left, third quarter. Heat trail by 2. It's 14 straight points for Charlotte. A run that continues.
To get back in offensive rhythm, it's been pretty one-dimensional with Bam or Tyler really having to make plays.
Duncan, angle 3. Yes.
There you go. Force that Charlotte turnover.
And a chance for the Heat to take the lead. They do on a Duncan Robinson triple. He's got 3 triples, 2 of them in the fourth quarter. Missed last night's game in New Orleans with a sore hip. Duncan from downtown. Kaboom. That's the kind of string music we're in the mood for.
We're having to take tougher contested shots.
Batum hit that long line drive 3 for them. Duncan answers for Miami.
That 3-point attack on the Clippers side.
Zubac's having a very good year for them. Duncan triples out of the left wing. 3 triples here in the first half for Duncan, 2 in a row.
26 points and 10 boards and 12 of 16 from the field.
Got 11 points on the quarter. Duncan triples. Duncan Robinson. That's his 4th triple of the game. Duncan. Kaboom. Duncan Robinson with his 5th triple of the game. He hasn't scored tonight on 0 for 3 shooting. But Bam with another rebound. The Heat with another possession up 1. Kaboom! Duncan Robinson. First triple of the game. A 2-point Heat lead. Duncan for 3. Kaboom! Duncan Robinson, scoreless in the first half.
Rebound poked away from Bridges and controlled by Adebayo. In transition, Robinson connects on a 3. You would think would be on an All-NBA team.
And there's no question about it, Ryan. And this is significant. I think the other part of this is you want the rust off.
1 minute to go in this first half. Robinson's 3 is good. Here's Robinson. Robinson pulls and hits. Duncan Robinson with his 4th 3 of the night. That's a conversation that's relevant, pertinent, and on every Knicks fan's mind right now. But that's a conversation that wasn't anywhere near the table for 2 decades, and that's also important perspective to have.
Yeah, Mark, JB Bickerstaff says this team has a 90s mindset to it. These guys don't mind dust-ups. They enjoy being physical. It's okay not being everybody's friend on the court, which Bickerstaff says he's made this group so fun to coach.
Ware hands it off to Robinson. Harris switches onto him. Another deep pull. Duncan Robinson connects. Schroeder on Robinson with 7 on the shot clock now. Chase action for Robinson. Squeezes the 3. Wow. They stuck with their offense, Corey.
And he's just shooting at 34%, which is not elite.
Duncan drills a triple. Duncan Robinson, first points tonight.
Memphis is shooting the ball okay, but they have not gotten to the free throw line, and they've got 6 turnovers.
Well, you want to generate some offense. That's a guy to do it, Duncan Robinson.
It's an area where Jaren Jackson could be a lot better. He's not a great rebounder.
Duncan Robinson. And he gets the bounce. So the rim softening up here.
And there's a reason they have the #1 3-point percentage in the NBA. The attention that Giannis brings to the paint and those pitch outs for triples. There's a three for Miami.
To come off the bench and be a guy who can be athletic and attack off the dribble.
Heat trailing by 7. A triple. Duncan Robinson delivering from downtown. The 6'9" forward who began his career in Los Angeles with the Lakers. Duncan, pull up three. Yes! With 1.2 left in the half, Duncan delivers his third triple of the first half. You're just joining us, Tyler Hero and Andrew Wiggins both missing tonight's game. Duncan helping to fill the void of your two highest scoring guys. Kyle Anderson and Duncan Robinson both checking into the game for the Heat, sitting down Burks and Ware. Duncan didn't take long.
57% overall, so shooting much better inside the arc. Let's see if they'll stay aggressive. This is Mitchell, bouncing it over to Robinson. Duncan Robinson is so good from downtown.
Duncan for three. Kaboom!
Needed a front court presence. He's really stepped up here tonight.
Ware has a bright future for the Heat. Duncan, corner three. Kaboom! Omer Yurtseven, most rebounds in a game for a Heat rookie. Duncan, open three. Yes. Duncan, wing three. Under duress, a foul on a three-point shot. Antonio Reeves, you got a 2-3 zone.
Yeah, they trap out of that zone on the sidelines, which is interesting.
Duncan for three. Yes. Duncan Robinson. He had 20 last night. He had 15 at Brooklyn on 7 of 8 shooting. He's in a groove, so is Duncan Robinson.
Plus 46 in 21 and a half minutes of work.
Do you have to remind me of that? It'll be Duncan Robinson. Oh, by the way, that's the guy you can't, I think you said you can't leave him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa, what a breakdown. That's a practice gym shot.
Keyshawn Johnson and Josh Christopher. Two guys on two-way deals for the Heat, going to get some minutes. Robinson again. He's got 3 triples in the fourth quarter. Started his first 14 games with the Heat. This is his first start since it come off the bench in the last 14. Duncan. Kaboom. Still an elite three-point shooter, number 24. Miami in front by 4. The Wizards have been in this 2-3 zone defense for most of the game. He's swinging. Duncan flings it and hits it.
To the basket cutting Hardaway Jr. Swiped by the Heat. Drew Smith took it away. And that's a better look at the way Duncan Robinson can shoot it. Beasley from the top. Heat check. It's wide. Jimmy Butler to forecourt. Into the corner for an easy 3 for Duncan Robinson. Out of the timeout, Miami to Jaquez on top. Now Duncan Robinson rises and fires and fills it up.